Hi everybody, here I am. I'm Language-Enthusiast. This is where I always practice speaking English, and from now on, sometimes I'll speak Spanish too. Okay, as usual, my dogs and I are going to the trimming salon we always go to have my dogs to brush their teeth. To have their teeth brushed. Okay, and I'm a little bit behind schedule today. Only a few minutes though, but it can be a big. It can be I don't know how to say. I'm now driving. I can't think straight sometimes because I have to concentrate on driving, So, but it's not such a big deal if I get stuck while speaking. But being late is such a big deal for me. I don't really want to be late because I have been always a procrastinator. So it was not unusual for me to be late. Oh my goodness, sorry for the barking. Go, no barking. He doesn't listen to me sometimes, especially he spots other dog, which I call a dog friend. Okay. I don't know how what makes him bark so much. Instantly, as soon as he finds out that there is a dog friend somewhere. All right. Maybe he's scared of other dogs. Maybe he wants to protect his own territory. Maybe he's worried that his territory might be disturbed. Might be disturbed. Okay, where was I? Okay, I've been a procrastinator through my life, through the entire life. But I try not to be late for the appointments, especially for the last 2 years. After I had the colon cancer operation, it made me feel as if I was born again. So it made me feel like as if my another new life just started. So that's why I decided not to be as procrastinator as I used to. And so especially, Ano is a Japanese filler. Ano. Okay, it's not English, it's not Spanish. In English, I would say, let's say, or something like that. But the word ano just popped out from my mouth, popped out of my mouth, and I couldn't stop it. It was just natural, and it was frontal. No, I don't think there is any word such as voluntarily, or I don't know how to say this. There must be another word which describes what I'm talking about, but I cannot find it at the moment, at this very moment. But anyway, speaking practice is very important to me, so I try to find every opportunity to practice speaking. I'm still in my neighborhood. I said in my yesterday's video that I was going to Tokyo with my daughter to visit a museum, which has an exhibition where my daughter's few of my daughter's drawings were going to be displayed, and also we were going to visit the zoo next to the museum, which is called Ueno Zoo, which is one of the most famous and biggest zoos in Japan, where some pandas are. It's a very famous one. The zoo. Okay, and I've never been there. Yeah, I've been there, but I haven't visited in the zoo. I just visited to the museum next to the zoo, and that was the year 2022, which is 2 years ago. And ever since then, I've never been there. In 2022, just before I had my first colon cancer operation, I didn't have any other operations, so I wouldn't have had to my first colon cancer operation, because it sounds as if I'm going to have another one. No, that's the last thing I want, actually. Okay, I really hope that it will never happen in my future. Anyway, the year 2022, just before I had the operation, which was the first time in my life, because until then I always thought that I was very healthy, and I never thought that I would have an operation. Okay, anyway, and at that time there was the same exhibition in the museum, and two of my daughter's drawings were displayed in the same way, because she took part in the exhibition herself. She had to pay some money for it, though, because she's not a professional artist yet, and she has to find places so that her drawings, her productions can be recognized by people. Okay, she has been working really hard on this, but now drawing is just her hobby. I think it's okay as long as she enjoys doing what she loves. I don't have any right, or I don't have the right to judge what she does or what she doesn't do. Okay, anyway, and the year 2022, back then, actually I went to the museum twice back to back. The first time I went there, the exhibition was held there, but my daughter wasn't thinking of visiting the museum to see her drawings herself, because it's in Tokyo. It was in Tokyo, and she would have to take the bullet train, which is pretty expensive. So she thought that she doesn't have to go there. But I had something to do in Tokyo just a few days before, and I I secretly visit the museum. I didn't tell my daughter about it because I wanted to surprise her by taking a picture of myself in the museum just in front of her drawing. And girl, sit. Good boy. She knew that I was going to visit Tokyo. But I didn't tell her that I was actually thinking of visiting the museum to see her drawings displayed there. And she said that she even told me not to go to see her drawings at the museum because I don't know why, but she said that it would be embarrassing to her. I don't know why. But anyway, I went there. I stopped by the museum after returning from some other place I had to go, and I took a picture of myself in front of her pictures or drawings, productions, and sent it to her to surprise her. And she was so surprised. I hope that it was what made her pleasantly surprised. Alright, but anyway, and I told her that she should go to the museum to see her drawings herself because her drawings were really good, and also she would feel something that she wouldn't if she stays home. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not using exactly the right tense to talk about this, but she decided not to visit to the museum to see her own drawings because it would cost a lot of money just to go there. So she decided not to, but I suggested or I recommended she should go because if she goes there, I thought that she would feel much more things that she wouldn't do by staying at home thinking about her drawings and the museum and the exhibitions and so forth. So it's very important, I thought, to be in that situation. I mean, if you are an artist, because you can feel lots of things, right? And it makes you feel something very, very important, like the atmosphere of the museum and her own drawings, how her drawings are displayed with among other drawings made by other people, other artists. And it's more realistic, so I thought it would be really, really meaningful for her if she would see her own drawings directly with her eyes. And so I recommended her, and I persuaded her actually, and she said yes, okay, I would. And we decided to visit the museum again. I mean, I was going to visit the museum twice back to back, which would cost a lot of money, but I didn't care because I didn't think that if I wasn't with her, I hadn't with her, I don't think she would have gone there by herself. Yes, she is grown up, but I mean, it's difficult to explain, but it's something to do with her character. Okay, here I am at the trimming salon, and we are 15 minutes advance. Okay, in advance, or earlier. We're lucky, but I'm not really sure if it's okay for us to go there way before our appointment time. So we should kill some time, but one of my dogs named Goro can't wait any longer, it seems. So he doesn't seem to be waiting any longer. He doesn't seem to be very happy to wait any longer. Goro, no barking. Okay, then I'm going, and after I come back, I'll talk about it again. Okay, just wait a second. I'll be back soon. Bye. Hi, I'm back. Alright, we are coming back home now. Today, they were quite happy, and it makes me feel good too. Okay, anything else? I bought a bag of snack for my dogs, for them. And if every time they come here and have their tooth brushed, and then they're gonna get some snack. And I bought a pack of dried tuna. It smells so great. It smells fantastic. I mean, well, the only ingredient for the snack is tuna, which is healthy, I guess, which is quite healthy, which is pretty unusual for snacks for dogs. Every time I go to a pet shop or a shopping center in which pet shops are, or a pet shop is, I try to buy some snacks for my dogs. I used to buy a lot or more than now, but now I try not to buy such things for my dogs, just because most of them have bad things in it, like food additives, coloring, artificial flavor, and something like that, and preservatives or something like that, which is obviously not good for their health, even though it smells enticing, appetizing. It tastes great, even greater than usual food, but I don't think it's good for their health, so I try not to buy them for my dogs, because I pay attention to my health, and I almost never buy instant noodles and some other similar products, like processed food, super processed food. Okay, it's more artificial than processed food. They are like sausages and salamis. I don't know how to pronounce it properly in English though, but super processed foods, I never eat them. Sometimes I eat fast food only once every 3 months or so, but that's the most. That's the most. And where was I? Yes, my daughter and I were going to visit Tokyo today, but we decided not to today because it started raining last night around 8 o'clock, and we knew that it was going to be rain whole day today, and I began to feel anxious. I began to feel uncomfortable because I actually didn't want to visit the museum and the zoo in rain, right? In the rain, because I don't want to get wet. Getting wet is not my favorite cup of tea. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's a dog walking on the street because this is a time of the day when people walk their dogs more often. I mean, pretty early in the morning when it is still cool, and in the afternoon after the sun goes down. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. So sorry. It's my problem. Can I go? Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it helpful? I mean, there's a convenience store next to. Oh my God! Here's another dog walking on the street. But thankfully, my dog named Gara didn't notice it, so I was lucky. And anything else? Yeah, I didn't like the idea of getting wet, and yeah, it could be very annoying and nuisance, and so that's why I began to feel uneasy about our visiting Tokyo today. And early morning today at around 4:30 or so, I actually woke up suddenly, and last night I couldn't sleep well because I was pretty excited, too excited, or a bit nervous, thinking about the rain today. And I couldn't fall asleep very easily. I fell asleep, but I woke up as usual after 30 minutes or so, and it was after midnight, and for about an hour or so I couldn't fall back to sleep, and which is totally natural to me. So I wasn't upset. I tried to be as calm as I could have been, and without knowing, I fell asleep, and at around 4:30 or so, I woke up because I wanted to go to the toilet, and then it was raining really hard. It was still dark, not dark, completely dark. It was already bright. It already began to bright, but since it was raining outside, it was not as bright as it already is if it's sunny, if it already would be if it's sunny, and so it made me feel a bit grumpy, cranky, nervous. I was in a bad mood, and I really wanted to put it off, postpone our schedule, because we could go to Tokyo even the day after tomorrow, or even the day after tomorrow. We were free. We are free. We are free for 3 days. I mean, today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. So why not we should go there today. Just what I thought. And we were lucky because I used their website for the bullet train, their website to make an appointment or reserve. Okay, I reserve bullet train tickets, round trip bullet train tickets for 2 people. I mean, me and my daughter, and I reserved those tickets through their website, and they allow us to change the date or the cars we get on, or even time, or even we could cancel the tickets entirely. And if we want to change the date of our departure or something like that, we can do it for free. But it should be done 4 minutes before the train you are going to get on actually leaves the station. So, but we still had plenty of time to do so. I asked my daughter. I sent her a message. She was still sleeping, I thought. So I didn't want to wake her up by sending her a message. But during the night, I think that she can't receive any emails or photos or something because she sets her I don't know, she does that way so that she cannot be disturbed during the night. So any messages or phone calls cannot disturb her while she was sleeping. So in my message I said that when you wake up, please read this message, and I hope you read this message when you wake up. But I just let you know that we could postpone our schedule to tomorrow or even the day after tomorrow, depending on the weather, because today is the rain is it's raining pretty heavy, and actually it's heavier than I thought. So, and I suggested that, and I sent her this message, and then after a few minutes or so, I hope that I didn't wake her up by sending the message, but okay, it was okay. It was okay for me to get her reply as soon as I sent it to her, because that way I didn't have to wait any longer and until morning. And anyway, and she said yes, okay, why not, or something like that. And I there was one thing I should do back then. I should check if there are any seats available. I mean, for the bullet trains that we are supposed to. I mean, we are thinking of taking. I mean, we have to check. I have to check if there are enough seats available for us for the bullet train on different dates, right? And if I have to make it sure beforehand before I cancel reservation, no, I was not going to cancel, but we have to revise, change the date. So we have to change the train anyway. And I checked it, and I found out that there are still seats available. Obviously, there weren't as many seats available as there had been when we checked, when we first reserved the bullet trains, because the later, the more crowded the trains can be, right? So, okay, but I'm relieved we could change the date because there seems to be enough seats available for us. And so I told her about it, and she said, and I told her that I would take care of this, and she said, okay, please. And I exchanged the date successfully. And so just in case, we decided to reserve tickets for tomorrow, the same time, the same cart, same train number, on our way there and on our way back, round trip. And I really hope that tomorrow the weather is going to be nice, but at the same time, at 5 o'clock p.m. now, and it's almost 6, and until what time? Until noon or so, it was raining, and then the rain let up, and then the sky began to be clear up, and now it's sunny, and the weather forecast says that it's gonna be a very hot day. Weather is very good, but my daughter doesn't like to be in the sun because she doesn't want to get suntan, which is not good for her beauty reason. For beauty purpose, she doesn't want to get sunshine. But in terms of health, you should get to some extent. You should get the sunshine to some extent, right? Like 20 minutes a day or something for your bones, for your immune system. But she wouldn't want to be in the sun just because she wants her skins to stay as pale as she wishes. I don't understand her because I'm no longer a young lady. All I care about is my health. Health is more important than beauty. Anyway, so that's why our visiting Tokyo tomorrow is not 100% favorable for my daughter. And for me, if it's too hot, since I don't like the hot weather, because it'll make me tired pretty soon. I really hope that it's not gonna be as hot as like 30 even 32 degrees. These days, the temperature can be as high as 30, somewhere between 30 and 32. It's not yet as hot as summertime, where the temperature can be as high as 40 degrees. Crazy, huh? But I don't think I'm energetic enough to walk a lot under the heat. I used to be okay under the sun, walking a lot, but after the my colon operation, and I mostly, my life is kind of sedentary. I mean, most of the time I sit on the chair, reading books, doing my work. I mean, language learning. So I don't think I'm as strong as I used to. And as I get older, the older I get, the less energetic I have been becoming, and I realize that. And mainly because as you get older, the less muscle your body has. That's why. Even though you think that you're the same all the time, your muscle mass is decreasing. So that is why you have to eat lots of protein. You have to take lots of protein, enough protein, and do some mild exercises consciously. Otherwise, you'll be fragile naturally, because that's how muscle mass does for you. So just thinking about this makes me nervous about tomorrow. I mean, what if I get tired pretty soon? I can be a nuisance to my daughter. And what if I get too tired to take care of my dogs? What if I get too tired to stay healthy? And I tend to think too much, and this makes me nervous to fall asleep. Probably last night, that's what happened. That's what happened to me last night. That's why I can't sleep well. I was not feeling very relaxed. When you want to sleep, you have to be relaxed, right? If you are tense, if you feel nervous, you cannot feel relaxed, right? Then you cannot fall asleep. I really hope that today I can sleep as much as I want. And probably 80% of the time we are going to Tokyo tomorrow. We have to leave our home at around 8:20 by 8:20 to catch the 8:31 local train to get to the station where bullet trains are. And before we get we have to get the tickets beforehand at the station terminal, and we also have to find something to eat on the train. We need plenty of time, so we have to be organized. Okay, we're almost at home now. Okay, I'm happy to be able to be back safe and sound today too. Alright. And did I talk all about all the things that I wanted? I'm not sure, but every time I think I have something I want to talk about, then anytime I can record myself and upload it on YouTube. And although almost no one watches my videos, I don't care about it anymore. Before, I used to care about it. And if my videos didn't have any views, I just wondered if my English was not good enough. But I decided not to be judgmental toward my practice, because the main purpose for this practice is make myself feel comfortable enough while speaking English, and I have to speak a lot to become a fluent speaker. The more you do it, the better you can get at it. So it's very simple and natural. So that's why I don't care about it anymore. And I'm glad about it. I mean, how I feel about my practice, I'm very happy about it, because the way I look at this practice has totally changed, and now I don't care about how other people would think about my practice. Even though no one watches, no one views my videos, it's not important. It's not important at all. The most important thing is how fast I can become as good a English speaker as I want to be. So I really want to focus on this practice, and every time I speak English, sometimes I don't think I did as good a job as I wished, and it makes me actually a bit discouraged. But no, I'm in the middle of improving, so it's not too early for me to feel discouraged entirely. This is my second language, and your foreign languages cannot be better than your mother tongue, because the amount of time you spent on your native tongue and how much time you have spent on your foreign languages, for them, there's a big difference, right? So I don't have to complain about this, but just all I need to do is to practice every day. So, and eventually English will have become my second nature, and how wonderful it will be, I guess. So, okay, I want to get back home because I'm hungry, and my dogs are impatient in the car, and it's getting hotter and hotter in the car because I turned off the engine already. There's no more air conditioning, so it's not good for our health. So I really want to say goodbye to you. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow too. But tomorrow maybe I will be in Tokyo, so I'm not really sure if I have the opportunity to record my voice like this, but I'll try, okay? Okay, thank you for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.